In a small town of Lutteritz, there lived a poor single mother and widower named Lael who couldn't make ends meet, and her 14-year-old daughter Oliva. It was a small town and everybody minded their own business and pretty focused on their lives. Oliva was an intelligent girl with high goals and big dreams who always wished to change her life situation someday. However, her financial situation couldn't allow her to attend best schools, but with her mother by her side, she managed to attend good public schools. Her mother was her pillar of strength and was always there to encourage her and support her studies. Life was tight because they didn't have anyone to turn to for help, and Oliva's father passed away when she was just 5 years. So to put food on the table during the weekend and after school, Oliva had to go to the town square with her mother to sell some fruits and handmade jewelries. It was not much but enough for food. It was not easy, but they managed, and Oliva understood and got used to her life, and it was not easy for her mother to bring up a child alone. Oliva did well in school and kept on supporting her mother and being helpful in every way she could. Some days she had to walk around town to make sure they sell something that day if customers ain't good. As years went by, Oliva managed to pass high school with good grades and was accepted into a good college on scholarship to study business management and sales. Just as she thought college was sorted, life threw another bomb on her shoulder because her mother was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and she only had few months to live. Oliva could not process everything because she had nowhere to get money for her mother's treatment and didn't want to think of the fact that there will be no one to look after her. After a few months, her mother passed on, leaving Oliva hopeless and shattered. She knew very well that no one could support her, and at the same time, she didn't want to quit college, so being a fighter as she is, she started working part-time jobs and sometimes could not attend classes so she could gather money to pay her bills, and other times she had to sleep on an empty stomach. Now talk about not being able to afford decent clothes. Only old second-hand stuffs she got from her lecturers and the little donation she got at her mother's funeral. She stayed far from college, so every time she had to walk to school, back home and to work, she encountered some situations where she got kicked out of rents because she couldn't pay on time. She survived on the edge of death, but quitting was not an option because she wanted to make her parents proud and also to be someone better. After 4 years of misery and struggle, she graduated with no one besides her because she had no friends and family. With the hard economy, it was hard to get a job because she had no connections. She applied for many jobs which she got rejected, but still never gave up. She just had to believe that life was not through with her and one day things will be good and better than before. She didn't know when exactly, but she had hope. After many rejections, she finally got a job, but since she didn't look decent enough, people looked down on her. Even with her good grades and her qualifications, she still got a lower job, but she was desperate, so she didn't complain neither quit. Instead, she tried to prove to everyone that she is capable and she was good enough. They had a project that they had to work on individually and to present. The day of the presentation, everyone presented, and she was the last as usual, but she was not bothered. And what mattered is that she left everyone speechless because of how good and how intelligent she was. Obviously, she got promoted to be the personal assistant, which some people didn't like. After a year of working and helping to improve the company, she was promoted as a CEO. She was so thrilled and happy, but her dreams were bigger than that. After 2 years of being a great CEO, she started her own business and had her own big company. It was a huge success, but she was sad because her parents couldn't celebrate with her. She went on to work hard and became one of the successful businesswomen and the first young lady to be that wealthy.